Hi, I'm Bob. I wanted to share something with y'all. A great thing that happened in my life. It started back in 2021 with a men's group of a book we read, Finish Strong, which was good, and a journey study we did, a 9-month study about getting closer with God, and then a men's discipleship walk at a campground in Oxford, where we, you know, prayed and studied all weekend with each other. No phones, no television, no radios. It was a great time of worship. And what I took away from that place that weekend was that God was telling me that I no longer uh, chewing tobacco did not glorify Him, nor did drinking beer glorify Him. So I realized I had to get rid of those things. I never chewed any tobacco after that weekend. And so after that weekend, I went to praying constantly about the drinking beer for over a year with not a lot of results, and decided I needed an accountability partner. So I got an accountability partner that prayed with me every day around the times I'd get off work when I would have the desires to go get the beer. And so this went on for a while, and it did some good, and then sometimes it didn't do any good. And one night we had a music ministry up at our church, and he at the end of the service, Pastor Bob asked for everybody to come up for the prayer partners, etc. Well, I was just sitting there on the end row, and he came and grabbed me by the arm and took me up to the front and asked me to raise my hands and pray. And so I raised my hands, and he started talking about how that he knew what I was struggling with. And of course, that obviously freaked me out. How could he know all of this? And so he starts praying and praying in tongues, and I'm not really wasn't really that familiar with that, so it kind of scared me a little bit. So I kind of had my eyes closed. I was kind of nervous and started breathing a little hard. Opened my eyes and saw everybody was still there, and I closed my eyes again, and things started getting heated up. And the next time I opened my eyes, it was just me and Pastor Bob. Nobody else was there, and he looked like he'd been beaten up, and he was hollering and screaming, and by this time I was breathing hard. I'm burning up, and something's just racing around inside of my chest. And then about that time, zoom, it just left me. And then I went to fall back. Somebody caught me. Next thing I knew, I was in my chair back by my wife, and this was a Sunday night. And then I guess the next thing I knew, it's a Friday evening, and I've cut in the grass, and I get finished, and I told my wife I was hot, need to go get something to drink, and she wanted to know if I was going to go to the store to get a beer, and I just started laughing crazily because I told her, I said, I don't drink beer. I don't even know when the last time I drank a beer was. I'm just telling you that God healed me of that horrible disease just like that night. And I've never, ever thought about or ever even wanted a beer, never talked to anybody about drinking a beer or anything. That is just completely gone from my life forever. And I praise the Lord for that. And I'd like to invite y'all all to come this Friday night and Saturday for our healing service and healing conference. Amazing things happen. Wouldn't want you to miss out on it. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.